Today we're gonna be making rock candy out of Kool Aid Liquid. You wanna start off this project by soaking your wood skewers in a cup of water for maybe about like 10 minutes to really let that water soak into the wood. After the stick has been soaking inside for 10 minutes, you're gonna take the stick, you're gonna get some sugar, and you're gonna rain it on. Ooh, and look at the sugar just stick onto the stick. Get your clothespin. You see how there's a little hole in the clothespin right there? Clip the stick in that little hole and you're gonna let it hang to dry. While that dries, we're gonna start making our little mixture with the Kool-Aid. For this next part, make sure there's an adult present because you're gonna be dealing with heat and cooking and it's gonna get really hot. So you're gonna get your 1 cup of water, pour it in. Now let's head on over to the stove. Put the stove on high heat first. Let that water boil. Let's get some sugar ready. So I'm gonna fill this up to 2 cups. Use your whole body. Don't use your whole body. Nobody saw that. So the water is boiling now. So what I'm gonna do is gonna turn that fire to a low heat. Add a little bit of sugar. Mix it until all the sugar dissolves before you add any more. I know it seems like a lot of sugar for so little water, but trust me, you're gonna need all of it. I thought the same thing when I first made it. I was like, that's too much sugar and too little water. So I added more water and then my candies didn't grow. When you first put in the sugar, see how grainy that is? You see all the sugar in the bottom? You just want to keep mixing it until all those grains disappear. Continue adding it until you put all of it or until the sugar can't dissolve anymore. If you look inside the pot, you'll notice that there's some little chunks of sugar that just won't dissolve. That means that there's enough sugar. You don't need to add any more. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of my Kool Aid liquid. 1 whole tablespoon of the Kool Aid liquid. Ooh, that is red. But it's not quite red enough. Put 10 more drops of food coloring. 1, 2, 9, 10. The color that you see in the pot is not gonna be the same color as the candy that you grow. The candy you're gonna grow is gonna be 3 times lighter than this color. So if you want it extra dark, you can put more food coloring if you like. Okay, now that you mixed in all your food coloring, you are done. Here comes the moment of truth. I have to pour it into the mason jar without spilling. Oh, look at that skills. Wow. Now that the liquid is inside the jar, you're gonna wait till it cools down completely before you put in the stick. Because if you put in the stick right now, the sugar is just gonna melt away and you're not gonna be able to grow any candy. Okay, after it's cooled down completely, you're gonna take your stick. You see how the sugar is dried completely on the stick? Now it's time to put it inside the liquid. Make sure the tip doesn't touch the bottom. Growing candy can be a tedious task, but don't you worry, you're gonna have your own candy in about 3 to 5 weeks. I know that there are other pages that are a lot bigger. Their recipe says it only takes 3 to 5 days. I can tell you right now, that's a straight lie. Because I tried it and it didn't do anything. So previously, I had grown my own candy. This one is the Kool Aid Tropical Punch, but the thing is, it's actually red in here. The liquid's red, so I actually put a lot of blue food coloring to make it purple, because blue and red makes purple. And this one was the cherry flavor, the one we made right now, and it didn't grow quite as big as the purple one, but it's okay. This one, I only let it grow for 1 week and I took it out and it just wasn't ready. It looks kind of sad. These look scrumptious. Alright guys, hopefully you guys try this project. I know it seems really long, but trust me, it's super easy and 5 weeks passes super fast. It'll be over before you know it. And then you're gonna get your hard-earned rock candies.